Well, good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your morning flash up. Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap up, and this wrap up is for the evening as we're here now on Thursday, the 25th of September, 2025. I'm going to make this one simpler. I'm not going to cover all the markets. We'll cover the metals. I'm concerned that gold is losing its upside momentum, and you're going to tell me I'm out of my mind, and you should, because it's up $10 right now, and you're going to say, Ira, what does that mean? I'll show it to you in a minute. Silver is stronger than gold. It has been, it continues to be. The gold-silver ratio continues to reach out. In the copper, you know the story. I've mentioned it. The Gosberg mine that is in Indonesia has lost production, 35% of it, and we have other mines that have in Chile had a problem. So copper supplies have narrowed in. You're up nicely in the platinum today, and the dollar has been on a tear to the upside. Now, in terms of news today, tomorrow morning you're going to get the personal income, the spending, and the PCE data, and that is all for August coming in at 7:30 in the morning. They're looking for income up 0.3 and spending up 0.5. University of Michigan, the final consumer sentiment numbers, and the word is final. Remember that because I'm going to come back to it in a minute. They're looking for that to be unchanged at 55.4. Jobless claims. We just had an insurance cut by the Fed 1 week ago, and yet here we are looking at the labor markets, and everything I'm seeing on the recent reports since then has shown a stronger labor market. The jobless claims fell, didn't go up, fell to a one-year low, and you even dropped in the continuing claims. Next, the GDP. The word final here on consumer sentiment. This was the final GDP number. Normally, it's not much of a change. It roared to the upside. Every category came in better. So a stronger labor market, a stronger GDP market, and you've got a Fed potentially in another cutting mode. Today did damage to that thinking. Upside momentum in a number of markets turning down. Let's go to the charts and see what we're talking about. And that upside momentum, I'll cover more of that when we go to our financial markets. Let's just go right to the gold chart. And on the gold chart, if you finished here, you're at an all-time high of 37.47. The market's in what I call a sideways consolidation. The question is this a leg to lift it again, or is this market now stalling out where it wants to come back down? When I look at the chart, I can see here I had a higher high and lower low. Now I can make an argument that you've got a series of higher highs. You see that right here. See that? I've shown you the new part. This is the 18-day average, the 100, the 200. The Bollinger Band is what's stopping the rally. Markets can either run a Bollinger Band or can stop the rally. If they run it, they embed. Embed means they take the momentum index and get it bullish. That's not what's happening right now. You're getting divergence. Momentum today was lost. It can only come back the day after it's lost. So the close of business on Thursday saw the momentum lost, and even tonight, as we've got a rally up $9.10, you're staying lost. You'd have to close back over the 80 level. So in essence, you need a heck of a rally to keep it going. If it stays lost today, that'd be 2 days in a row. I'm then looking for the market, the odds favoring that price and the 18-day average are going to make a run at each other. I'd be wrong in that thinking if a new high were made in the market. I don't see that right here. When I look at the gold-silver ratio, just breaking away. So silver continues to be a stronger commodity than the gold market at this time. And you see that right here. And here you've got your embedded reading. You haven't lost that momentum. In the copper market, you had this big run yesterday off that fabulously terrible news. Let me explain why it's terrible. 2 people got killed. I don't look at an event that kills people as good news. It's fabulously terrible. Fabulous in the sense it created from the chart action a lot. Nobody's going to remember, whoa, that sprung. Why did it spring? Maybe it's a bad word, fabulous. Probably is, and I should apologize for that. But it kicked the market to all the moving averages, and today you're right back into the Bollinger Band. The problem is you've changed the fundamentals of copper. You've taken away 35% of I think it's the second largest copper mine, second or third in the world, the Grasberg mine in Indonesia. And remember, we lost about 20% production. I think it was in Chile about 3 months ago, one of the Chinese partially owned mines, and that lost it. You're losing a lot of copper, and you need that copper for all these data centers that we're claiming are going to be built. We'll see if they're built, but they're claiming and all that money going towards them. The next thing, we have the higher highs, higher lows, still making a run to the upside. And when we come here in the dollar, look at how this market is turned around from the 17th, when the Fed made a rate cut, and soared to the upside. Do you think this caught the pros? I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, a 10. In that it caught the market. So I'd be very, very careful here as to what you're seeing. I wouldn't get overly bold in it. I would never tell you to buy an overbought market into a Bollinger Band, but this took out a group of traders and it caused a real problem for them. From a fundamental point of view, I was in the bear camp. Now, as a chartist, I'm going, what is this? It's bullish right now until you come back and you take out this last break low of 96.83.5 at this point in time. We'll see what's going to go on. I'll cover in a lot more deal momentum losses in the stock indices as I go into the financial market update. I apologize for yesterday, these updates not posting. I use artificial intelligence at night. And at night, it posts for me. Something went wrong, and I didn't check it. My fault. I apologize for that. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll catch up with you all in the other updates tonight or in the morning flash update. You have a great evening.